Everybody, this is Steve from Killroy Pest Control. Today I'm up in the Evergreen Hills overlooking a beautiful view of our valley. And today I'd like to talk to you about one of our most frequently asked questions. What do you guys do in the wintertime, especially when it's raining outside? I know a lot of times people, when we make our calls to our clients, they'll say, no, it's going to rain, or another common comment is, it's going to wash things away. I think a common mistake people may make is they think they're getting the same procedure done as they do in the summertime. Although it might look the same when we're out spraying the yard, we actually do a dormant application during the winter time. Bug-wise, we're pretty much narrowed down to either ants, spiders, or roaches. And they're going to be very commonly found in the wintertime right around your house or a structure. It could be a shed, a pool house, usually where it's a little bit drier up under your eaves, up under your slabs of cement. So the bugs are definitely still around. They're just not as active. So those are the areas we hit in the winter. Out in the yard, we don't spray the yard for bugs as much in the winter time. We use our dormant applications. What's a dormant application? A dormant application is basically for your fruit trees, citrus trees, and some plants and shrubs around your home like roses, azaleas, camellias, rhododendrons. All of these benefit from the dormant applications. What are the dormant sprays? We use a mineral oil. The mineral oil we'll put on citrus trees. It makes them look very beautiful. It shines them up, and it's basically to cover overwintering eggs. And that way, when the springtime comes and we get these nice 70-degree days, you don't get near the amount of the bug population that your neighbor may be getting. The other spray we use is a fungicide called copper. Copper is specifically for peach leaf curl, but it does benefit the other plants and shrubs I was speaking of earlier as well. That is an important application to make, especially on years where it rains. When the rain hits the ground, the spores from the fungi go up into the tree and they attack the new buds, and that's when you'll get your peach leaf curl. If we have the copper on the tree at that time, it protects it from that happening, and the tree comes out beautiful. Otherwise, if you get peach leaf curl, the tree will be stressed out, you'll get smaller fruit, it won't be as good. This way, the tree is protected. This year it has rained quite a bit. Obviously right now it's January and it's beautiful out, but it's going to rain again. And with it raining and with it nice right now, the trees are going to probably pop a little bit earlier this year. And when they do pop, if it rains, that's when the spores will attack, and that's when you get your diseases and fungi. With the copper there, that will prevent that from happening. So the weather conditions are actually good if it's wet out. The fungicides work much better if it's wet out. We don't want it to be raining while we're making the application, but a wet ground right after a storm, even if the rain's going to come later in the day, as long as it's dried on the tree, it works fantastic, and it will stay there. The copper is thick, almost like a paint, when it's applied, so the rain will not wash it off once it's dried. In other cases, like on roses, rhododendrons, we don't necessarily want to put the copper right on the plant. We want to put it around the plant, because the color of the copper is sky blue. It's very bright blue, and it can stain, and it will stay there. So we don't want everything to look blue in your yard. And the spores actually are coming from the soil anyway. That's what we want to treat. So that's what we do basically in the wintertime. The applications around the house for the ants in the drier areas, because you'll know in springtime, as soon as the weather gets warm, the bugs are there. So they're there all winter. They're just hiding in drier places. So as long as we keep making our applications in the winter, that really helps us as well. Other things we may do in the wintertime are vegetation management. This is a very important time of year to be doing that. We have a very experienced and a great guy to call Ken Macedo. He can answer any of your questions about any weeds in your yard or your tree applications. He is the best guy in the valley. And please don't hesitate to call us on any of these things or have any questions. We have probably the most experienced technicians in the valley at Killroy. We have literally hundreds of years of experience between all the technicians we have there. And we'd be happy to help you out and answer any of your questions. Thank you for listening and taking time to be with me today. God bless you and have a great, happy New Year. From our family to yours, bye.